Hello, everybody. Welcome back, one and all, to some more Yakuza 5. My name is Akiara, and in this episode, hopefully, we will finally finish the game. I thought that we were going to finish the game on the last stream, but apparently, no, didn't do it. So, but we are going to do it this time. Yeah, we are. Even if I have to stay here for 10 hours, we're finishing it this time. So in the last episode, what happened? The head conspirator was finally unmasked as shock and horror, the police officer who's been hanging around the entire game. You know, that guy I said was the head of the conspiracy, literally in the very first chapter? Well, by first chapter, I mean Kiryu's chapters, Q's group of chapters. By the end of Q's chapters, I called him as the head conspirator, and hey, would you look at that? I have basic pattern recognition. Who knew? So yeah, that guy is the head conspirator. He shot Taiga and Kiryu, although not fatally. Kiryu basically just had to have a nap on a bar and he's fine. Taiga's just Tiger got shot in the leg. He's up and about like nothing happened. He also shot one of the Omi Alliance Yakuza guys, who was apparently not actually a bad guy realistically. He was actually kind of friendly with Park, even though he was actually super friendly with Park, even though he basically accidentally got her killed. And then he tried to shoot Daigo, failed completely, and then one of his minions, who was actually one of the other Omi Alliance guys' minions, actually shot Daigo. And now Daigo's in critical condition, as is the Omi Alliance Yakuza guy. So yeah, that's about it. Shinada and Akiyama, I didn't actually play as either of them. Akiyama and Shinada... Well, Shinada's going to be helpful for the whole, assassination thing because he knows the grounds of the ball game. Hey, Jody! Welcome back. Chain falls on the ground. What? Okay. Well, is this a new fetish or something that I should be aware of? Yeah, so Akiyama and Shinada really didn't have very much to do in the last episode. So hopefully they're probably going to have more things to do here. But this is the final chapter, so their thing is... Thanks from Chains. Jeez, you are in entirely your own different world, aren't you, Jody? Thanks from Chains. Well, like Thor from... Thor at the very start of Thor Ragnarok. Just slowly spinning in place. I swear I'm not even doing this on purpose. It's just doing it by itself. So yes, hopefully this will be the final episode. This will be the final episode. I guarantee it. It should be done relatively soon, I think. And then we will have our usual breakdown and our usual conversation about what this game was actually like. And yes, I have some thoughts. I very much have some thoughts. So, yeah, let's get right into it then. Shall we? Looks around for help. Hey, Jody. Listen, I know that you're into this new kink thing, but maybe you should have let me know that you were into hanging from dungeons. I might have been able to help you out. By the way, final chapter, dreams fulfilled. Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm just going straight into the fight. No? Not really. Oh, wait, I do, actually. Oh yeah, and also Haruka. Wait, that entire thing was voice, and now suddenly it's not voice. That's funny. What was I saying? Right, Haruka. Haruka's gig got cancelled. Then her gig was replaced by T-Set's gig. And now Haruka and T-Set's gig was also cancelled, and a day after those gigs were supposed to happen, T-Set and Haruka are now a super group. And now they're doing a gig by themselves. All three of them are doing a gig. Yeah, definitely not confusing and contrived and very, very strange whatsoever. But anyway, that's probably why I forgot about it. It's because it is really, really weird. I wasn't trying to let myself get kidnapped. What? Seriously? I mean, I just walked past this lady with a whip. She was saying something about about a rope bunny or something like that. I didn't really get it, but I think she meant you. Not sure. Can you lend me a hand? I mean, are you sure you don't want? I could find her. You know, I could find the lady with the whip. I'm sure she'd appreciate the company, and you know, I can just bow out for a couple hours. It's cool. Oh yeah, we might as well share what we've gotten us, right? We're all in this together, and I imagine at least one of us is strapped for cash. Boy! The one of us who is strapped for cash is you! You are the one who is strapped for cash. Everybody here is fine. Kiryu! Kiryu is like 100,000 yen or something like that. And he is the least rich among you. Like, seriously, my guy. Stones in glass houses. That's all I'm saying. You're the one who's probably carrying the most, so I don't mind if you don't. Saejima, I hate to break it to you. This might shock you. This might surprise you. You're the one who's carrying the most. You went on a hunting expeditions up into that mountain and earned 1,000,000 yen. You still have like 600,000 left. You're the richest and he's the poorest. Come on. Yeah, I mean, just go find the whip, girl. Go back after it turns to nothing but bones. Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, I can do that. I mean, how many times have you come back from the dead now? I really don't see the problem. Oh, wait, is that your kink? You're into bone play. Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. Yeah, suits me. No complaints here. Each character's funds have been pooled. A shared item box has also been added. Yay! When you access the item box, you can now use items from other characters. You can change characters now. Select a character from the hideout menu. Alright, so you're free to explore from now until tomorrow evening. Use the blankets as a new serene to move time forward. Once you've done all you want, talk to Kiryu if you're controlling Akiyama, or otherwise talk to Akiyama. Alright, sweet. I think I can see... Oh, abilities. To bounding throw. Bare hands while in heat mode. Throw your enemy after unleashing a finishing blow. I'm probably not going to do that. Let's just grab this. Recover health slightly using the heat gauge while in heat mode. Oh, cool! L3 plus R3 in heat mode. While health flashing red. Oh, that's actually 3 costs. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll just do this. And throw an enemy who has been grabbed onto you. Oh, that would have been useful. Oh, well. So I think I can check everybody's items, can't I? Can't I? I thought I could. Maybe that's only from the item box. That might be true. That might actually be true. What I would like is for everybody to have all significant health restores, the best armor in the game, and the best of those in the game. That's what I would want. I'm pretty sure the Taiga's fine. Actually, I can check the item box over here, can't I? Wait, what was that? Did I just see a symbol or something? Oh, I can change the time. Okay, I don't need it. Move items. There used to be a way. Equip others. All. There used to be a way to do it. I don't remember how, though. That's kind of annoying. Select character. No. Oh, that's really annoying. There used to be a way to do that. Alright then. Fine. So Tyke is probably fine. He's probably fine on gear. Kiryu's probably fine on gear. Kiryu is fine on gear. Shinada is fine on gear as well. I did his fairly soon after. Actually, I think his Tonfa is worn out, but that's fine. It's nothing. But then there's Akiyama, and Akiyama is definitely not fine on gear. So we will go and we'll do Akiyama stuff. Right then. How do I get out of here? Let me out, let me out, let me out. Oh, that is a doorway out. They just choose not to use it sometimes. It's really annoying. Okay, so we just need to get Akiyama his actually, I don't think Akiyama even has any like item or any weapon experience or anything because he's so poor. I was never able to buy him anything. So that might be true. Also, let me take a look at his items. So yeah. Yeah, no, for just for just the like healing stuff, he's perfectly fine. Let me take a look at his abilities. Weapon skill specifically. One-handed, two-handed heavy, but nothing else. Nah, it's too late in the game, to be perfectly honest. It's too late in the game. I think we'll just grab him his armor so he doesn't immediately die to a boss, and we'll call that good. Oh, he wants to go through there. Yeah, so that's the general idea. But after I do this, that's it. I'm leaving. I am out of here. There are 2 side quests to do, but I'm not going to do either of them. Also, it is kind of annoying that I can't play as Haruka, but I suppose she's busy, like, practicing or something is the reason. I should have taken a taxi. That would have been a decent idea. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. I'll take a taxi on the way back. So this is the end. We are going to Haruka and T-Set's gig, and we are going to save the girls' lives, specifically Haruka's life, and we're going to bring the pain onto the mob boss. Onto the, onto the mob boss. Apparently the police officer was in fact the head of the Omi Alliance, which actually I didn't catch. I did not call that. That was completely new for me. But other than that, I've basically called everything in this game. Ogenki desu. Arigatou desu. So, we want anti-chainmail. Spank you very much. We want tiger skin belt and the steel shin guards. Oop. Arigatou. And then we want to come back in here and we want to trade those steel shin guards for high-tech shin guards. Yes. Cool. I suppose I could maybe craft a weapon, like a one-handed thing, maybe. Special police button. Ballbuster. It can send. I don't like that. Kamiyama says this doesn't do much damage, but it can send a guy flying. I don't like that. I really don't. I'll just stick with the pipe. It's fine. Because if I send them flying, then I'm not doing damage to them, you know? So it's kind of pointless if you think about it. Right. Items, and we want this over here, and this here, and this for here. Sweet. Boop, and boop, and boop. Cool. Now, Akiyama is perfectly safe and happy. And I need to send both of those to the item box. Cool. Wasn't a ground hurt. Oh, hey, jeez. That was actually quite a drop. You know, maybe you should have, like, hung onto the chains when you broke them, so then you could, like, swing down all super cool and stuff. Alright. So this time, I'm not going to make the same mistake, and I am, in fact, going to take a taxi. Where am I going? Here. Boop. Boop. Oh right, and also there was another shocking surprise in the last stream, which I almost forgot about. It turns out Majima's alive. Who could have seen that one coming? Goro Majima, the guy who's now the guy who is the face of a major Yakuza game in 2025, he's actually not dead. That's, I mean, I know it's a lot to handle. It's a lot to take in, but I swear I saw him with my own eyes. He's not a ghost or anything. I swear. I super swear. Right. Boop. And less likely to crowd around you. So shabby looking enemies will take pity on you, making them less likely to crowd around you. That's a really weird one. But okay. Right. So, I mean, Kiryu's health is in the trash, but other than that, we're pretty much good to go, I think. So, let's do this. I'm too much hurt to do. Oh, that really sounds like a you problem. Well, I'll turn you over, and you maybe you can tell me exactly what the hell's going on. Quick question: is this not a sex dungeon? You know, because I'm cool with it if it is, but you know, I'd like to know. Also, I'm pretty sure I was told to. Tomorrow evening, huh? Looks like I have some time to kill. I'm pretty sure that I was told to talk to Kiryu, wasn't I? Yo. No. Okay, what if I change to Kiryu and then talk to Akiyama? No. Do I just rest again? Wait, how's your health? Your health is still screwed. I don't care, it's fine. Rest until this evening, yes. Okay, and now we're good? Okay, now, what do I... Okay, now I talk to Akiyama. Fine, okay, got it, good. Yes, I am definitely good and ready, Akiyama. I've been good for a while. Let's do this. This is a dungeon, but it's not sex kind. Not with that attitude, it's not. Oh, wait, you weren't flirting just now, were you? Oh, right. Sorry, my bad. Okay, it looks busy out there. I mean, to be fair, there was supposed to be a concert yesterday. You know, suddenly it's actually going to be today, so it's going to be pretty frantic. I have to say, I don't really like their uniforms. Like they're supposed to be like Tisa, those two, and Haruka were two completely separate acts, and now they're being pushed together. Like, I like that red is their main color and white is their secondary, and with Haruka, white is their main color and red is their secondary. That's quite nice. But at the same time, it is kind of showing off that they are separate still, that they're not the one unit. So it's cool in one way, in that like secondaries and primaries being different but matched is cool, but it does kind of have bad connotations. If I would have known putting myself in danger, I'll get you notice me. I've firstly done it a while back. What are you talking about? I always notice you, especially. I always notice you, especially when I'm horny. But that's a different issue. That's a me issue. That's not a you issue. That's mostly because I'm mostly horny. I wonder if I am going to have to actually play that concert. I don't know. Will I have to do the minigame? What? Okay, so I'm going to lay my guess out here, okay? So I'm going to guess that we do the entire fighting thing and we brawl it out, and the concert is going on in the background, and then when we beat down the final guy, then we'll suddenly switch over to Haruka, and we'll have the concert on screen as Kiri watches from the stands, and it'll be a big emotional yeah, hell yeah kind of moment. That's what I'm guessing. We'll do a ton of fighting, and then when the fighting is over, then we switch to the concert to keep up the momentum. That's my guess.
どうしたのはるか大丈夫
Have I ever had to voice those two?
はい
You know, that's actually a good question.
本番まであと1
I don't think I ever have had to give them a voice. They've always been voiced themselves.
いやそうじゃなくてじゃあ何
Hey, somebody might be trying to kill you.
もしかして彼氏だったら電話してきたらまだ時間あるんだしはるか許してくれるよねおじさん
それじゃあそろそろドームに向かいますか。
Sure. Where's the rest of the Tojo clan, by the way?
どうした？
テレビつけて
Eh? We haven't even gotten there, lady. Come on.
本日17時過ぎ、警視庁は東京カムロ町中心部にあるビルミレニアムタワーが何者かによって占拠されたとの発表をし
Oh,
ました。
that would be Majima.
犯人は広域指定暴力団東上会の幹部真島五郎氏を人質に最上階に立てこもっているとのことです。繰り返します。本日17時過ぎ、警視庁は東京カムロ町中心部にあるビルミレニアムタワーが何者かによって
兄弟は
どうしますか？コンサートまで時間がありませんが。
とにかくミレニアムタワーまで急ぐぞ。
All right. If they still have an hour before the concert, that's enough time for us to bust heads to the top. Again? How many times have we had to storm the Millennium Tower now? Like, seriously, I think we've taken one game off where we didn't have to do that. Oh! Ow! So who are these guys? Obvious Yakuza are obvious. Oh, obvious machine guns are also obvious. The hell are you lot doing? Wait, are they seriously going to fire into... This isn't America, you assholes! You can't just fire into the crowd! These guns are useless. Oh wow, somebody did actually die. Also, I really feel like those four running at the gunmen would have probably caused quite a bit of... Hey, there we go! Oh! Okay. Yeah, they straight up dead. And those two looking like badasses. It is kind of... You just killed a man. Congratulations. Or rather, they killed each other.
どういうことや？
Tojo?
どうした？
この男の大門、
Tojo.
真島組のもんや。
なんだと？
Okay. That's even worse.
どうなったんすか？これは。
Yeah, I don't either.
そういうことだったのか。奴らの目的は桐生さんと冴島さんの命だけじゃない。この町から完全に真島組と東上会を追い出すことにあったんだ。
真島組と東上会を追い出す。
I thought the plan was to mix the Omi and the Tojo.
真島組の仕業に見せかける腹なんです。真島さんを人質に。
Wait, whose plan was that? Whose plan was it to mix the Tojo and the Omi? I don't know. It just kind of got thrown out the window a while ago. Let's forget it.
真島さんを犯人から救おうとした組員たちの暴動に見せかける演出なんですよ。これは。
Wow. Look at all that fresh meat. All Omi, I'm guessing. Hey, there's that asshole.
どうしましょうか。このままじゃ真島さんもはるかちゃんも、いやこの町全員の命が危ない。ここでいくら戦っても拉致が開きません。
手分けしていくしかないようだな。
Yep.
頼みがある。
You want to go to
真
Majima?
島の兄弟のとこに行かせてくれ。
Yeah.
冴島さん。兄弟が生きとると分かった以上、行かなあかん。一発ぶん殴ってやる。はるかちゃんはどうしますか。
俺が行きますよ。それがいい。
お前が
Yeah. Why not?
ねえ、桐生さんじゃ目立ちすぎますからね。それに俺は球場にも詳しいし、敵に顔も
Except for all those bad guys who are surrounding you right now and looking right at you.
命を落とす危険性もある。お前だけを生かせるわけには。
そんなこと言ってられる場合じゃないでしょ。
シナだ。
俺の夢は元を正せば堂島君にもらったようなものなんです。沢田と甲子園で出会うことがなければ。
Look, time's a wasting, guys. Time's a wasting. Can you please?
俺は堂島君に夢を守ってもらった。だから今度は俺が堂島君の夢を守る番なんです。
Robbie just scoops you up. Stop that. You know I'm not that cold-hearted. My head might be made of metal, but the rest of me ain't. Here, let me put you in.
その代わり、桐生さんと秋山さんは、堂島君が命がけで守ろうとしたこの町、それに登場会を守り抜いてください。お願いします。
Then get moving.
わかった。
Why are the Omi guys walking so damn slowly? It's like, seriously, are you all afraid of, like, falling over? What?
冴島、品田。ここは俺と秋山で守る。その間に地下からそれぞれの場所に向かえ。ああ、
はい。
それじゃ行くぜ。
Who met that guy before? It was Akiyama, wasn't it? Yeah. He's the guy who kind of helped kill Park. It was Akiyama who had dealings with him, who fought him before. Oof. Now I suppose it's Kiryu's turn to show him who's boss. Maybe.
冴島さん。
行くで、品田。
よくこれだけ集まるもんだ。
Oh, who will we play as? I played as Kiryu last time, so let's play as Akiyama. Let's do this. Kurosawa's men. Well, Kurosawa better get his ass down here. Okay, hang on a second. I just saw abilities. Taunt your enemies, get up from the ground. When you're in danger after your guard's broken, turn the tables with his backspin kick. We'll go with this. Alpha Drive. Deliver a powerful strike to an airborne enemy, then slam him to the ground. Launch enemy into the air, then triangle. Ooh. I'm gonna have to try that one. Well, once I get the thing. Man, these guys suck. These guys genuinely suck. They actually suck so bad that I'm kind of killing them faster than they spawn. Ow, come on, stop that. Okay, these guys are a little bit harder, but only a little bit. Alright, and now it's Big and Ugly's turn. And this time we don't have Haruka's magical fire extinguishers. That's such a shame. Ow. Hey Kiryu, do you mind helping? Ow! I keep forgetting that he can turn on that last one. Alright. And if anybody deserves every single one of these kicks, it's this asshole. Boom. Sweet. There's one health bar gone. Now just the last. Nice. Alright, come on. Come on, Kiryu, do something! Kiryu's never been so useless in one of these games before. Ow! I do stop. Will you get lost? What the hell was that? That took ages. I do stop my combo in order to stop him from doing that, but oh, fuck's sake, it takes ages. Hey Kiryu, can you actually do something by any chance? Oh. Seriously, Kiryu's so useless here. There we go. Oh, and now he's going to run away. Brilliant. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to see. He's so annoying. He really is. He's not actually that bad of a boss, to be honest. There are worse bosses than him in this game.
やるしかないですね。
ああ。行くで、品田。
行くぞ! Alright. Who will we play as? I don't think it really matters. I mean, Taiga's going to be going up into the tower, and Shinada's going to be going over to the baseball game, so we're going to be playing with both of them eventually. So I don't think it really matters, so let's just go with Taiga. Yeah. Let's go with the old homie. Kurosawa's man. Oh! Oh! Okay. That was a bit brutal. Alright. Cool, though. Alright, it's just... I don't know. He's down. Alright. Where's the entrance to the Millennium Tower? Oh, I forgot I can do that. I can pick him up, slam him to the ground to make him bounce, and then I can do that. I forgot about that until I just did it just now. My muscle memory took over. Cool. Yeah, I can throw somebody over. I was wondering if I could or not. I didn't want to say anything because I thought it'd be stupid. But I was wondering. That's cool. Alright. So, who's left? Oh, right, I didn't actually check. Oh, abilities. Sweet. What level are you? You're level 19. Okay, so basically done. A violent throw that starts with Tiger Charge lowers the heat gauge when activated. Run in heat mode, then hold triangle. Okay. Sure, why not? Wait, tech level 11? What the hell? Build up enormous power, then whirl while crashing into your enemy. Well, that's kind of dumb, because all of these are they're always either level 5 or level 10. But this is especially stupid, because there's a maximum level. 20 is the maximum level. So they just add another thing that you just probably won't be able to get unless you aim for it. That's dumb. That's very stupid. Alright. Alright, and now there's you. Oh, will you please stop talking? It's really, really distracting.
一つ頼みたいことがある。
何ですかこんな時に。
ドームに行ったら多分ババっちゅうやつがおるはず。
Oh, that's a good guess.
黒沢の手下で俺のことを脱獄するよう導き出したやつや。
それで何を？
そいつにおたらな伝えてほしいんや。俺はこの町でずっとお前を待っとるでな。
あ？何ですかそれ？
俺はあいつと杯交わす約束したんや。
杯？
あいつはまだ若い。殴って目覚まさせてやらんと。
And these guys actually die, or...
せやから遥だけやな。
I don't think these guys can actually die.
救ってやってほしい。
たく義理人情もここまで来るとすがすがしいですね。
なんか言うたか。
いや、とりあえず今目の前の敵を片付けましょう。
Yeah, no. they're all full health. I think I may have killed them like... I think I may have killed them like 5 times over at this point. That's weird. That attack makes him bounce. Makes the enemy bounce. But there's not actually anything you can do with that bounce, because the thing that does the bounce is the heat move. So, that's actually a bit strange. Shinada, are you still dealing with this asshole? Come on. Fine, I'll stab him to death real quick. Don't mind me. Oh, this is the same place as the... that was in the last game. The place where, the guy who would buy trash off, Taiga, was hung out. Ooh, stabbed in the gut. Yeah, that one's gonna hurt. That one's gonna hurt just a little. Wait, is he using a baseball bat? No, it's just a pipe. I'd have been like, that is not game accurate Shinada right there. Alright, he becomes an earthbender or something, doesn't he? Yep. Literally just becomes an earthbender for a moment. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. Taiga definitely has earthbendery qualities. Whoa! Don't throw him into the shit like that. I hate this. I hate this. All that straining and all that effort, and he literally lobbed the guy. Jeez. Alright. By the way, I wanted to check this, but I completely forgot. Okay, yeah, no, he still has stuff on that. And keeps you from stumbling when you run someone at full speed. That's a bit of a wish-wash one, but whatever. No, he's actually good. He is actually pretty good. Let me see here. I could use some HP. Jeez. He needs so much healing. He needs so much healing. Let me use both of these. There we go. Just get them out of my inventory if nothing else. Alright. There we go. Cool. And we're... No? The other way? The other way. I got confuzzled. So we should be pretty close to the Millennium Tower now. I think. How Shinada's going to get to the concert venue, I have absolutely no idea. Okay, well this pants...
Now we gotta split up. I'll leave Baba in your hands, Shinada.
Why would Baba go to the stadium? I don't know. You can count on me. You be careful, Saejima-san. Bye. Bye, have a great time. Hey, there's the girl. Simpson. Oh, that's the picture that they took together in the booth, isn't it? I remember that. Oh, that's exactly what Park said she did. She had the thing in her coat. She had the pen in her coat during her very first performance. Dreamline. That is T-Set plus Haruka. Honestly, smaller than I thought it would be. But they're not really showing the crowd very much. I say as they show the crowd. Okay, that's quite a few people. Standing room only, which is wild, but okay. Oh, does anybody else remember this song? I feel like on my on my deathbed, I'll be hearing this song. Oh, I don't actually have to play. Okay. Oh, it's Baba, is it? Yeah, it is. Hey, Baba. I do look like you're planning an assassination again. Baba. Seriously, what is wrong with you, man? You know who's on the right side here. Why are you still playing along with this? I don't know. He did actually assassinate somebody before. It wasn't a shot in the dark. He assassinated one of the heads of a Yakuza family. I don't know if that guy actually died. I think he did, but I don't know. We didn't hear about him again. So when I saw him in the crowd with like a box on his lap, yeah, I knew something was up.
やっぱりお前が来たか。つくづくお前らは期待を裏切らない。
Yeah, and you're painful. You're just painful.
真島はどこにおるんや。
Yo. 兄弟。By the way, there's something else that I didn't actually emote very much to because honestly I was a little bored. But at the very end of the last stream, when Majima appeared in front of the police officer guy, the police officer guy did mention that Majima had one final job to do for him or something like that. So I do kind of wonder if, okay, so it could mean that what is the job? The job is bait to lure Taiga or one of the other crew to this point. Another job could be to betray Taiga or one of the other guys. I'm guessing that it is just simply bait that to just bring one of the dudes here, but I don't know for certain. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
兄弟。
Yo.
真島。堪忍や兄弟。こないなことになってしもて。黒沢、一体これはどういうことなんや。説明せえ。
まあ、そう焦るな。楽しみはこれからなんだからよ。
何をしてんねん、お前。
これでいい。おい。さあ、始めるんだ。
真島、お前何してんねん。すまんな兄弟。俺らは殺し合いをせんといかんらしい。なんやと。俺にはな、桐生ちゃんの命より大切なもの見捨てることはできんかった。何わけのわからんこと言うとんねん、お前。
こういうことだ。
Haruka, obviously. That was a good catch, though. I'm catching a black phone in the dark. That'd be pretty difficult.
これ以上は説明しなくてもわかるよな。
貴様。
Oh, Sajima, time for you to buy time.
の命を救いたいのなら、自分の兄弟を殺せ。真島が勝てば、その瞬間射殺。二人とも仲良く天国に送ってやる。 だが冴島、もしもお前が勝てばその命助けてやる。
No, he won't.
なんやと。
No, he won't.
お前は登場界を破門された腹いせに真島を人質に立てこもり殺害した犯人として一生を塀の中で過ごすことができる。
What a pack of bullshit.
無所暮らしは好きだったんだよな、お前。
この下道が。兄弟、やる気なんか。
やらんかったら5万人の目の前で夢が散る。俺らが死んだところで悲しむ人間はそうはおらん。答えは一つや。
I do like that Majima cares so much about Haruka, though. That's nice. That's a really nice touch. The entire thing just revolves around Haruka. Well, at least he has an excuse. You know, he isn't wearing a shirt, so he could... I mean, it would be difficult, but he could just pull that thing off. That makes sense, at least.
お前、そんな体でほんまに俺とやり合うつもりなんかい。5分ともたんで。今のお前と俺は
Saejima, you need to win.
力が違いすぎる。
Which means it doesn't matter how long he
お
lasts.
前も言うとったはずや。昔とはちゃう。俺の相手はもうできへ
It
ん
doesn't
と。
matter.
その通り。
せやったらなんで。
確かに2年前、俺はお前の相手ができんかった。それはな、あん時のお前が弱すぎたからや。
Now you're just getting a dry out of him. Taiga, his heart's in somewhat the right
2
place.
年前バッティングセンターでお前の戦い見た時によう分かったわ。
But he's kind of dumb as a pile of bricks.
牙を研ぐことをやめてしもた。牙を錆びつかせたら極道はしまいや。せやから俺はお前に引退するよう勧めたんや。
引退。
そう、お前の破門状、あれ出したんは森永でも青山でもない。あの破門状は札幌に渡る前に俺自身の手で出したもんやったんや。
お前が。
Expulsion ladder.
ほんまやったら弱なったお前をこの事件に巻き込むつもりはなかった。せやけどお前の18人殺しっちゅう伝説がそれを許さんかった。
兄弟。
さあ脱げや。ちゃんと目の前で証明してくれや。俺の親友は光る牙取り戻したっちゅうことをな。
Yeah, Tiger gets his stripper clothes off. Nice. This is dumb. This is
や
really
るし
dumb.
かないんや。勘弁せや、兄弟。
アホが。ここであの子を見殺しにするような男やったら、どのみちわしの方から殺しに行っとったわ。感謝するで、黒沢。こうしてまた本気で兄弟とやり合える。情けかけられたまま兄弟に死なれてもうたら、俺は死んでも死にきれんかったとこや。ほな、行くで、兄弟。
ああ、
俺らの最後の喧嘩の花、しっかり咲かせたらやないかい。
Oh, is the music picking up now? Come on. Goro Majima. Alright, fine, let's do this. I do have things I wanted to talk about there, but... I think I'll live without saying them. Mostly because I've already forgotten most of what I wanted to say. Oh, I hate this stupid combo. It's really long, but it gives me nothing. It just stops me from taking damage. I mean, I guess it looks cool, but looks are not everything. Hey, I actually got something out of it. That's the first time that has ever happened. Ever since Yakuza 1, that is the first time that that's ever happened. What the fuck? You know Shadow Clone Jutsu? What the fuck is this noise? Actually, do you know what? I'm basically aiming for the ones that I don't think it is. Well, I should probably... Guys? I think the one that it actually is a lot more aggressive than the others. But seriously... I like how I can just... Like, with Taiga, I can just take the beating and just smack him through it. That's actually really nice, though. That's kind of perfect. Another one of these, huh? Can I actually get some damage out of it this time as well? It would be nice. Oh, I can do better than that. I can actually finish the fight. Oh! Alright, yep, that's pretty badass. And honestly, it wasn't even that difficult. It really wasn't. Maybe it's because I have so much better armor. Like, I literally have the best armor in the game. Maybe he just couldn't actually do damage to me. Because I'm so stacked. Alright, let me chat then. So first of all, there's no way in hell Morinaga doesn't kill Haruka. It's literally the entire point. Like, she's going to die no matter who dies here. So it's kind of pointless. Realistically, what this is a Hail Mary play to buy time for Shinada to get over there. That's realistically what this is. I don't know if the game... I mean, that's my headcanon, I suppose. I don't know if the game is meaning it that way, or if this is just anime bullshit, or if some anime bullshit is on its way. But in my headcanon, Taiga and Majima are both just like, okay, we don't really have a choice, we're going to fight each other, and we're just gonna hope that one of our bros has Haruka's back. That's all I can hope for. But I don't really have very high hopes for the writing, to be perfectly honest. So maybe there'll be some stupid. If they didn't think that, then if they didn't think that a friend was on the way to save Haruka, then the correct answer is to rush. The police officer guy. Rush him destroy the phone, throw it over the edge of the building, whatever, and beat the hell out of him and his goons. That is the correct answer. 2 versus all of them. I put my money on Taiga and Majima any day. But I don't know. We'll see what the game has to say.
お前もな、兄弟。
どうした？もう終わりか？もっと戦え！
What the hell's wrong with you?
お前らがやり合わないんだったら沢村遥を殺すだけだぞ。くそ。
Why? Oh, well, okay. I suppose that is actually the plan, realistically. What he actually wants to have happen is for Majima to die and for Taiga to go to jail forever. And then that would basically... And with Daigo dead or near death's door, then that would basically be the end of the Tojo. More or less. I suppose, yeah, that's probably the better... That's probably what he's after, so... But again, I still don't think that Haruka's would survive either way in his perfect world. So, meh. Because at the end of the day, he might be able to deal with Majima. Hell, he might be able to deal with Taiga. But somebody still has to deal with Kiryu. Even if the entire Tojo did dissolve, someone would still have to deal with Kiryu. So... I'm not really sure that he'd be good. That he's just going to let Haruka walk away. Ah, he's trying to call Baba? Baba's talking with Sawada, I'm guessing. By the way, if you ever see performers dancing and singing live on a show, most likely they're not actually singing. It's just they're just lip syncing. That's just how it works. Guy just chilling, enjoying the show. Hey, he chose peace. He chose the right answer. Good. Good job, Baba. I'm actually surprised.
Baba-san, dane.
Although, it makes me kind of sad that we're not going to be able to fight Asawada.
Yappari. そうか。その様子じゃ、はるかちゃんの狙撃はやめてくれたようだね。何のことだ。カメラ置いてってんじゃねえよ。あ？ちゃんと持って帰れっつってんだよ。ここは普段いろんなチームのスコアラーが必死になって相手チームのサイン盗んでる場所なんだよ。そんな場所にカメラ置いてったら迷惑だろうが。なんなんだお前。確かにサイン塔は汚いことかもしれないけど、みんな必死なんだよ。裏方ってのは。
Yeah, I don't get why he's... I have no idea why he's talking about.
あんた、この事件の裏方なんだろ。だったら証拠になるようなもん現場に残すようなことすんじゃねえ。俺はそういうプロ意識の低いやつが大好き。何わけのわかんないこと言ってんださっきから。あの子を撃つのをやめたまでは認めてやる。だが今この場から逃げるのは正義でも何でもねえ。そういうのただの現実逃避って言うんだよ。裏方なら裏方らしく最後までてめえのやったことに責任持て。責任？ああ、そうだ。ちった痛い目にあえて言ってんだよ。なんだと。
He keeps just weaving in this baseball stuff that I just don't get. And I don't think Baba does either.
あんたを信じて待ってる人間が悲しむだけだからな。
誰なんだそいつは。
殴った後に教えてやる。
This is so contrived
お
and
めえみ
stupid.
てえなガキには言葉で説明しても伝わらねえだろうからな。
This is so contrived and stupid and I hate it. I like that Stamina X was one of the, it's on a billboard above his head. Oh, now the stadium is empty. Good. Most of the stadium is empty, it's just down there. That's funny. Okay. I have many opinions. I have many opinions, but I'm just not giving them right now. I cannot remember how to play. What's his deal? I mean, he likes weapons, but all right, I forgot. I can do that. I don't think I've ever actually done that before, but I just noticed while I was doing a combo that time that that there was a circle button on the top of my screen. So I just decided, oh, what happens if I press that? Oh, that does. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I think I failed that, did I? Oh no, I passed it. Okay. Ah. Okay. That's really handy, actually. I'm really making quick work of Baba, though. Has to be said. Oh! I think the armor is really helping. The fact that I have the best armor in the game is, Oh! He went for the pin! He went for the pin! Did you see that? He literally just went for a pin. He's just... This is all just pro wrestling stuff. Like, seriously, this is stuff that I saw in the WWE when I was a kid. Or, more accurately, the WWF as a kid. He's literally just half pro wrestler, isn't he? That's actually very funny. I never noticed that about his character before. Good job, Shinada. I don't know why you're actually so tired. It was actually super easy. Barely an inconvenience. And in case you're wondering, hi, hello. This is Haruka Sawamura. Pleasure to meet her, huh? Yeah.
全然見えねえや。夢の舞台なんて言ったのは客席から見ればこんなもんだってことか。
Well, the lights probably don't help, to be perfectly honest.
俺もあんなんだったのかな。
Aww. Oh, don't cry. If you cry, I'm gonna cry. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I don't like seeing people cry. It makes me cry. I don't like crying. Papa's out for the count. For like the third time this game. The only person who hasn't beaten him up is Akiyama. I wonder if she's going to be told. I wonder if she's going to be told at some point, hey, somebody was actually going to kill you. Really, Shinada? You didn't even fucking notice? How stupid are you? Okay. Well. Quite a bit less stupid than Baba.
冴島さんに会えなかったんだろう。
ババ、
あんた冴島さんの仲間なんだろう。だったら伝えてくれ。踊れなくてすみませんって。
やめろ。やめるんだ。おい。
What? What? How the hell did you manage that? What kind of voodoo was that? Oh, okay. Who the hell are these? What?
Baba-chan.
Oh! Wait! Those are the guys from prison. The two cons and the guard. Oh, okay. What the fuck are you lot doing here?
よかった。超法規的措置使ってまで東京に来た甲斐がありましたね、高坂さん。ああ。
No, but seriously, what the fuck are you guys doing here?
あの刑務所の騒動からしばらくして、お前ら二人が月見野にいるとき、冴島さんから高坂さんに連絡があったんだよ。
連絡？
ああ。馬場を救い出してやってほしいってな。
俺を？
冴島さん気づいていたみたいなんだ。馬場ちゃんが誰かの指示で動かされた人間だったって。
That's because Baba told him. But okay.
冴島さんからの伝言だ。網走で待つ。兄弟一緒に同じ罪を償おうってな。
Abashiri is the name of the jail, I believe, isn't it?
帰ろう、馬場。お前には待っている人間がいるんだ。
So what's really dumb though is there was that. It's why I wasn't. It was one of the reasons why I wasn't talking during that whole running to him bit where he had the gun under his chin. There was something that was bothering me. All Shinada had to say was, "I actually have a message from him," and then Baba would go, "Eh? Yeah, I have a message from him. He knew that you would be here, and he gave me a message to give you." Eh? What? I'll wait for you. He said he'll wait for you as long as it takes. He's waiting for you, Baba. He's still there. You can make amends together. That's all he had to say, and then that entire thing was just. But then we wouldn't have had this bit with the cons and the Deus Ex Machina, where the cons and the prison guard just magically show up in a packed stadium in Tokyo without any reason to be there, and one of the cons has a gun, and they come to the exact place where Baba is at the exact time he's here. I have thoughts. But do you know what? I actually, sorry, this is apropos of nothing, but there is something that I do want to commend the game on though, which is something that anime and Japanese games do quite a bit that I've seen is that they take when people want to do concerts, it usually takes a grand total of less than 5 minutes. Or they'll write songs, and the songs are like less than 2 minutes long. It drove me insane when K-On! Did it. K-On! Is my favorite anime of all time, but all of the songs take less than a minute to do, and the concerts are over in less than 4. Like, they show these huge concerts, and mostly it's just talking to the crowd, but they don't actually show the actual concerts themselves. It drives me nuts. But the other one was Persona 4. Persona 4 Golden, I think specifically. I don't think it was in base game. But in Persona 4 Golden, there's a concert that the gang do. And the one song that they know takes about 2 minutes to do. And then that's it. It's just over. It's like, man, you could have made that such a bigger thing, such a better thing. But in this game, the concert is actually taking time. The concert is taking time. I know that the songs take about 3 minutes, 4 minutes to do, roughly. So, you know, decent sized songs. And the concerts are actually taking a bit of time here. So I actually do appreciate that. I genuinely do. It's much more realistic. So is Shinada actually going to give Taiga's message to Baba? Even if that is jail? Well, first of all, you should go sit on that rifle. Hey! It's the loan shark. Oh, that's quite sweet, honestly. Oh, from prison? Huh. Man, with friends like these, huh? Everyone. Yeah, the entire town tried to kill him. Come on. Sorry, I can't take that one seriously. He just looks like a lost kid. But honestly, that is just so sad. That is so sad. It's like, where do I call home? Where do I go from here? Then you get a call from your you get a call from your loan shark to tell you that your favorite prostitute will give you a discount. It's like, okay, sure, I guess that's somewhere, but do you think you could find a friend somewhere around here to maybe comfort me? I don't know. Oh man, it is very pathetic, to be honest. It's very, very pathetic. All right. Well, there's the best laid plan of a mice and a man. Or more accurately, the best laid plan of a mice of a man. Yeah, he's done that quite a bit. Again with the guns. Who's the sharpshooter? I'm gonna say Daigo. Hey! And it's the Omi guy! They're buds now! Apparently, Daigo's really good with guns. I actually had no idea. That's very funny, though.
もう終わりだ。黒沢。
堂島、
Yo.
お前。
Okay, cool. I like that little bit where Shinada smiled at the camera, though. That was very cute. So where's Kiryu and Akiyama? I mean, we probably need to go track down Big and Ugly.
あ
But after that...
あ、さすがにここまで長時間のイベントは初めてだからね。はるかは？
Hmm? 大丈夫? Oh, that's not good.
ち
Ow.
ょっと、はるかどうしたのそれ？
え、ちょっとやばくないそれ。
大丈夫です。大丈夫ってことないでしょ？
Yep.
ちょっと待って、今誰か呼んでくるから。いや、本当に。
いいからここで待ってな。
I mean, it is just an excuse for them to get out of the room, but... Looks at the TV. Hey, I know that guy. Wait, I also know that guy. That's funny. Alright, more of this, huh? Alright, we fought with Akiyama last time. So this time we'll fight with Kiryu. Yeah. Alright, come on, boys. One at a time or all together makes no difference to me. Although it does kind of beg the question of why they're still fighting in the first place. Wait, they're actually nowhere near... Wait, this is Theater Square. They're actually nowhere near Millennium Tower anymore. Like, now they're just fighting in order to fight. Like, the goal here is just to brawl. That's all this is. That's almost funny, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't need to keep that going. Ooh, the face scrapey. Still don't like the face scrapey. Really, really don't like the face scrapey. Oh, he's gone. One of you is. Is it you? Hello. Get up. There we go. Penguin. I want to go see Penguin. I think it's called Happy Feet in the West, but okay. Yeah, you probably should have, to be honest. We're literally on the other side of the town. What is the point of this? I don't know.
So yeah, Saejima-san to Shinada. どうなってますかね?
Fair question, to be honest. Fair question. I wonder if you'd be able to hear a gunshot from there. Like a pistol shot? You might be able to. I don't know. Inside a building? Definitely not. That would be too far. But they're on the roof. So, I don't know, you might be able to. You'd then have to worry about like the sound waves hitting the floor of the roof. Yeah.
お前らの負けだ、堂島。
何を言っているんだ。この後に及んで。
時間切れなんだよ。
He's gonna die from natural causes. I don't see how Dojima loses from that.
お前の言った通りだ。もう俺の体は限界だ。
Good.
それじゃあお前、まさか
あの話は本当だったんだ。俺は本当に末期のガンだったんだよ。親父、そんな体でどうして
Legacy? That's usually why dying people do anything. To secure a legacy.
どうしてもこの目で見たかったんだ。俺が築き上げた力のすべてをあいつが引き継ぐ瞬間をな。
What the hell are you? A Dragon Ball Z character or something? The hell is this? Is somebody coming in a helicopter? I feel like somebody's coming in a helicopter. I don't know. He's not talking about the Omi guy. The Omi guy who's now a homie guy. He's not talking about him. So who else has joined the party? And seriously, will you guys please get hobbies? Like, damn. Oh, is it Big and Ugly again? I think it's Big and Ugly again. Yeah. He's not the one who's inheriting all the power, is he? So Haruka's safe. Taiga and...
大悟、お前意識を取り戻したのか。
詳しい説明は後でします。それより黒沢の本当の目的は桐生さんたちの命でもカムロ町でもありません。登場会、それに近江連合そのものをある男に受け渡すためのものだったんです。
ある男だと。
Why would he have the power to hand over the Tojo to anyone?
今は時間がない。お願いします。今すぐ登場会本部に向かってください。行けば全てがわかるはずです。
わかった。
ここは任せてください、桐生さん。今すぐ行けなきゃならない
Yeah,
場所
I
がある
believe
ん
him.
ですよね。
だが、
どっちにしても、俺はカナイってバケモンとケリをつける必要があるんです。それに俺はこの町の住人だ。町を壊したあいつらを許してはおけない。ここは俺に譲って。さあ。
頼んだ。
さあ、これで俺もこの町の伝説になれるかな。
Maybe. Maybe.
行くぞ、カナイ!
Although this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. We've already done this fight before in the train station. Where Kanai was surrounded by dudes. Come on, Kanai. Captain. And it's such a pain to deal with because he's super aggressive. Wait, is he using a knife now? Hey, that's Majima's thing, not yours. I'm just staying away from him. I'm just staying away from him until I'm just dealing damage to whoever's as far away from him as possible. I'm actually doing a pretty good job of staying away from him as well, to be honest. I'm actually a little bit impressed by myself. I feel like that was close though. No. I made a mistake there. I hesitated. Ah, he finally got me. No. That was really, really bad. And also, I really, really don't like that move because it takes ages. And now we get into the annoying part where they're all just bunched up together. And that takes absolutely ages and is basically unblockable. I don't know if it's unblockable, to be perfectly honest. Oh. Yeah, he's just way too aggressive. This is... Alright, one last one. Oh, bollocks to that. Why did he turn to midair? That's stupid. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Boop and boop. Yeah, okay. Call that there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to juggle. I really wish I was playing as Taiga here, to be perfectly honest. I could have kept going with that one. Oh shit, I hit the wrong one. Ow! Oh, he did actually just give up the knife, though. That's nice. Wait! I just tried to dodge across these... Oh, there's now an invisible wall. Brilliant! Absolutely fantastic. There's now an invisible wall. Brilliant. Alright, let's give ourselves a little bit more room then, shall we? Seriously, who decides it's a good idea to give bosses a stun? I didn't actually mean to do that, but I guess button Qs went a bit weird there. Oh! Really? I was expecting one of them to knock him out of his guard, but none of them did. He missed. Hey, that's what it feels like to have invisible walls screw you over, game. Screw you. Alright, items, and... let's go with a royal. That should do the trick. I don't really have a way of doing heat moves, which is rather annoying. Wait, I can't use... There it is. Really? That's it? Wait, there's no follow-up? Oh, nice damage. Alright. I just wanted that to do the heat move. Ah. Oh, nice. Nicely done, Akiyama. Okay, sweet. That was a bit of a pain in the ass, but it wasn't that bad. And then he gets hit by a truck out of nowhere. That would sound about right.
ほんとしぶといね。
まだや。あと少しで次の部隊が到着する。もうこの町は終わりなんや。
何？
And everybody just strolling into town. This is so dumb. Oh, he ain't happy. What's going on here? Oh, it's all the Yakuza families. Hey, how's it going? Been a while since I saw you guys. Nice to see you again. How you been?
誰や、あいつら。
Hey, you can relax, Akiyama. Oh, that's the guy who got shot by Baba. He's arrived. Cool. I did wonder. Oh, hey, it's him as well. Sweet.
なんやと。
踊れらが自分勝手な夢描いてる間に、わしらはわしらでもっと大きな夢に向かって動いとった。山笠組に北方組、東上界に近江連合、皆堂島に真島、それに桐生藩と戦うことで互いに繋がれた絆なんや。もう踊れらの好きにはさせん。踊れらの敵は
Yep.
この国の極道全員じゃ。
Yep. I mean, that was basically the entire plot of the game. These guys made an enemy of basically everybody in order to pull this off. And I still don't really get what the end goal was. Well, let me guess. He's gonna start laughing soon. He's gonna start laughing. You don't understand what's actually happening. And then it cuts to Kiryu, and Kiryu's running through the seats, and he meets somebody. Yeah? I don't... what about the Tojo? Excuse me? Why are you bowing to him? Why? What did he do? What? Is he literally just the first one of the 4 musketeers that you found? Would you literally bow to Shinada? I mean, I don't get it. This is just dumb.
どうや。ただの金貸しが極道の上に立った気分は。
いや、あんまりいいもんじゃないね。あんたって人の器のでかさが身に染みてわかるよ。
You should really quit smoking, though. Oh, we never met Hana-chan.
あとは桐生さんがどう締めくくるか。
Yeah.
それだけか。
Hmm? Oh, he is really just looking at the camera. I was wondering if he saw something in the distance or something. But okay. So who's here, and why do they feel like they own the place? I don't understand. Daigo's still alive. Like, the Tojo's just going to come back and beat the hell out of you. What, all of them? Okay, sure. Why is it suddenly snowing? Was it always winter? Yeah, I suppose it was. There was the ice festival in Tyga's place as well. It just kind of caught me by surprise. Oh, here we are again. How many times have I had to beat my way through this place? Just remind me. Just like the Millennium Tower, I feel like we missed one game where we didn't have to do that, and then the rest of them is just brawls all the way through, including Yakuza 0. There was no Millennium Tower in Yakuza 0 because it wasn't built yet. But even in Yakuza 0, we had to fight our way through this place. Where are we going? Over here? This is the meeting room, isn't it? The place with all of the chairs on either side. So who's sitting in the main one?
待ってましたよ。4代目。
お前は
So the good bodyguard was a bad bodyguard. Huh.
どうしてお前がここに
I also called that earlier in the game, although...
それが自分でもよくわかんないんすよ。
なんだと
俺はついこの前まで会長警護役とは名ばかりのただのチンピラでした。それが今はこの椅子に座ってる。
そこは大悟の場所だ。お前が座っていい場所じゃない。
本当にそうでしょうか。俺にその資格がないと言うんなら堂島会長だって同じようなもんでしょう。
どういう意味だ。
I'm his long lost brother.
4代目、あなたは堂島会長が本当に構成員3万人という組織の頂点にいるべき人間だと思ってるんですか。
何が言いたい。
堂島会長が現在の地位につけたのは
Yeah, no
大
kidding.
幹部だった堂島組長の意向や
Yeah,
4代目だったあなたの口添えによるところが大きい。
correct.
寺田5代目の裏切りによって登場会がバラバラになりさえしなければ絶対に跡目を継ぐことなんてできなかった。
I mean, no way to know. I mean, Daigo did take over power after Terada's betrayal, but there is no way of knowing if he would have taken power later on or not. Maybe it may have just been a couple of years later. You know, he was technically he was still no, his mother actually took control of the Dojima family, didn't she? And then Daigo took over took over the Dojima family after her. And I think actually, whatever happened to her? I don't think we ever saw her dead or anything. It's just Daigo took over the Dojima family and the Tojo clan at the same time, and then we just never saw her again. But yeah, he probably would have still been the head of the Dojima family, which the Dojima family is one of, if not the most powerful in the Tojo clan. I think Majima might be slightly more powerful, but I also don't think that Majima actually wants to be the head of the Tojo clan. So yeah, he might have still taken over. But okay, so okay, let me watch what he has to say here.
裏を返せば極道の地位なんて所詮そんなものだってことです。
Okay, so Dojima has status, money, the backing of a very of a legendary figure, Kiryu. So why? So you don't have any of those things. So why does that make you better than him? Will we ever find out? I don't think so.
いくら力や金を持っていても、コネがなければのし上がる。
You still need connections to climb the ranks, yes. So, like I said, Daigo has a loyal lieutenant in 2 loyal lieutenants in Taiga and Majima, and the backing of the 4th chairman, the Dragon of Dojima himself. You don't have those things. So why are you a better fit for the job than him?
だから未だに杯なんて古臭いものにこだわってるんです。
Okay. Why are you a better fit than Daigo?
お前と黒沢は
And we never get an answer. We never get an answer. He's an entitled little shit. That's the answer. Is he your dad or something? I don't know.
俺は黒沢会長の実の息子なんですよ。
Dun dun dun. That actually, to be fair, that is a bit of a dun 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 moment. I called the seconds beforehand, but no. The fact that I won't downplay that. The fact that that one of the bodyguards for the head of the Tojo clan was the son of the head of the Omi Alliance. That's a bit of a dun 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 moment. That's like that's basically saying at any time Kurosawa wanted Daigo dead, Daigo would be dead. So that deserves a bit of a dun dun dun. That's pretty crazy.
俺の極道人生は最初からつまずきっぱなしだった。最初に杯交わした親父は
Although I don't see why we really need this. By the way, I just want to point out, 1 hour and 50 minutes. That's how long the stream has been. I am officially very, very glad that I didn't try to finish this game when I last streamed it. Because I wouldn't have been able to get this far. I would have had to go like after 1.5 hours. So we're already way past 1.5 hours. So I'm glad I split it into 2. That's good.
人が好んでやらねえような仕事ばかりやってきた。この中に仕事でヘマをした責任を取って他人のクソを食ったことがあるやつがいるか。
Do you know what this actually reminds me of? It's a movie I only saw the once, but there's the Jack Reacher movie. There's a TV show now, but years and years ago there was a Jack Reacher movie starring Tom Cruise, and the main villain of it was a really, really old and decrepit guy, and one of his things was one of his more villainous moments in it was he said that he would let somebody live if that person bit their own thumb off. Because that's what that old, decrepit, evil guy did. He, at one point, I think he was like stuck in a blizzard or something and he got frostbite and he bit his own thumb off. So he said that he'd let this young guy in the middle of, like, I don't know where it was, New York. He'd let him live if he bit his own thumb off. So, the guy wasn't able to, as no sane individual would be able to. But yeah, that's why he reminds me of here. It's like, yeah, okay, you've been through this shit, but that doesn't mean that everybody has to do it. That doesn't mean that was a good idea to begin with, you know? It's an awful idea to eat shit. But just because you're able to do it, just because you did it, doesn't mean that you deserve a reward for it. You know? Yeah, okay, not everybody would be able to do it, but just because you were able to doesn't make you all that special. It just makes you really, really weird. Like, there is a difference between special and weird. And I think that a lot of villainous people don't really understand the difference between that. I wonder if that's an intentional thing. by writers to just say, yeah, this guy is really strange. Or if they actually believe it. It's entirely possible that they would just actually believe it, that they would fall for the hype themselves. Saejima, you killed 18 people.
肩で風切って歩いて暴力でのし上がっていけるのは強力な後ろ盾があるやつらだ。だが
Nobody had your back. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me that you were not a charismatic leader. I mean, to be fair, that's exactly what he said earlier on in the game. That he despises people who are charismatic and to get through and to get power without having to... What was it exactly that he said? They, people who go into the Yakuza and not have to... expecting to not have to backstab other people and to live with honor. It was something like that. So it is on brand for this guy, but it is also fucking stupid. It's like, I hate people who become leaders because they're charismatic. Okay. I think you may have missed the point there, brother. It's like saying, I hate people who get college degrees because they're intelligent. Yeah. No shit, dude. No fucking shit, my bro. My broski. My brother and bro. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, so you were an unlikable little shit who basically everybody foisted the dirty work onto, and nobody wanted to give you any power whatsoever because you were a weird fuck who was willing to do anything and double-cross anybody in order to get what you want. Yeah, no shit, you nobody had your back. Are you fucking insane? Yeah. And then he's surprised that nobody had his back. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Wow. What a surprise.
半年前だったよ。軽い肺炎と思って入院した病院で突然肺がんを宣告されたんだ。俺はその時初めて焦った。自分には
I wonder if he lied to the guy. That he wasn't actually a son. Because the way he's talking about it, he didn't have a son. Or maybe he adopted him?
誰もいないことに。
それで黒沢は血のつながったお前に全てを残そうとした。そういうことか。
そうです。でも俺が極道でなかったらあの人はどうするつもりだったんでしょうね。ほんと死ぬ前の人間が考えることは理解できません。
だがお前は黒沢の計画に乗った。
Yeah, so he's not his blood son.
兄貴分だった森永を裏切って殺したのもお前なのか。
After Morinaga said that he betrayed him. That's weird. That's funny.
森永さんも今の登場界のあり方に疑問を抱いてた一人です。いろいろと協力してくれました。だが森永さんは福岡で堂島会長がいなくなってからというもの、俺に計画から降りるよう迫ってきた。 森永さんは俺にこう言いました。お前には桐生一馬を超えることなどできない。
True. That is accurate.
今すぐこの計画から手を引けとね。福岡であなたに接触したのは間違いでした。あなたは危険すぎる。
True.
あなたのそばにいる人間は皆あなたの魅力に引きつけられていく。
Oh, wow. I believe that's called charisma. I believe so.
相沢。
でも
Okay, the game said it too.
だって言うなら、そんなんだったらずっとあんたが登場界のトップやってりゃよかったんだ。違いますか？家柄、それに才能、強いやつが勝つはずの極道の世界で、そんな生まれ持ったもんだけで勝負が決まるなんてバカバカしい。だから俺はあんたたちか。
My brother, I believe that you are what? 7 feet tall? No, probably less than that because Japan. So probably like 6'5". Like, how tall is Kiryu? Actually, do you know what? That's a very good question. I want to know the answer to that. How tall is Kazuma Kiryu? How tall is Kazuma Kiryu? 6 feet. He is 6 feet tall. This guy is taller than Kiryu. By the way, just out of curiosity, Japan average height male. The average height for adult males in Japan is around 5'7". So Kiryu is a full like how do you 6 inches? He's a full half a foot taller than the average Japanese man. A full half a foot taller than the average Japanese man. This guy is probably a full half a foot taller than Kiryu. This guy is also built like a brick shithouse. Now, a lot of that is probably training, yes. But if this asshole wants to tell me that he wasn't born with natural advantage for strength and violence, I'm calling bullshit, my G. I am calling bullshit. Oh, and by the way, charisma isn't a natural talent. Charisma is learned. Anyone can learn to be charismatic. It takes but in order to be like you actually need natural talent. So, my guy, you're fighting the wrong fight here, dude. Well, all of you studied charisma. I studied the blade. Fuck off. Get out of here. Just get the hell out. GTFO, my dude. What the hell? Yeah, well, let me beat you to death and prove that you're an idiot.
正直、あんなクソみたいな親父が残してくれたもんなんてどうでもいいんです。俺は今、初めて自分の力で頂点の人間と戦うことができる。
I earned a shot at the man on top with my own 2 hands. No, you didn't. You got there because Daddy put you there. This guy's just a walking contradiction. Well, A, it's not gonna happen. And B, no, you imbecile. Huh.
ハンデなしでお願いします。桐生さん。
Kiryu's just not saying anything. She's like, you can probably smell the bullshit. Wait, she's wearing boots. She's wearing like knee-high boots. How the hell did she get the scrape on her ankle? How did you do that? That's not possible, is it? I don't think it is. To be fair, I've never worn knee-high boots. To be fair, I've never worn boots. To be fair, I've never worn any shoe that goes higher than my ankle. But I can only imagine it would actually be pretty comfortable around the ankles, wouldn't it? How the hell would you even do that?
さあ、後半開始ね。次はいよいよドリームラインのデビュー曲のお披露目よ。気合い入れ直していこう。ね、あずさ。ええ。はるかもいい？次の曲はあなたがメインなんだからね。はるか？聞いてる？
I think the game expects me to be able to read Haruka's mind, to be perfectly honest. She hasn't really said all that much.
ありがとうね。
But she's obviously going through something. But the problem is, I have no idea what the hell she's supposed to be going
ど
through.
うしちゃったの？行こう。私たちの夢の舞台に。
You should probably like wave at the people as well, by the way. You shouldn't just... You probably shouldn't just walk out there. I don't know.
私たちは今日、新ユニット、ドリームラインとしての第一歩を踏み出します。
That is dead silent.
ドリームライン。
I don't think a group of people that big can be that silent.
私たちの歌を聴いてくれた皆さんのもとに、少しでも夢が運ばれていくことを願っています。聞いてください。ドリーム。
Oh, is this going to be like the background song to my beatdown with Kiryu? I hope so. That would actually be pretty cool.
さあ決着をつけましょう、桐生さん。
相沢、一つ教えといてやる。
My daughter's song. Listen to it. Isn't it
人
awesome?
間には才のある人間とそうでない人間の2種類がいる。だがな、才のある人間の中に
自分の才能だけで強くなったやつは一人もいない。超えるんだ。壁を見つけて越えていく。人ってのは乗り越えることでしか成長できねえんだ。
True.
桐生。
お前の理屈は間違っちゃいない。乗り越えるべき壁が俺だというのなら付き合ってやる。二度と乗り越えようとすら思えない力の差。
He isn't exactly wrong, but he isn't absolutely a hypocrite. 100%.
一度だけ味合わせてやる。
それじゃあ俺はあんたを倒し、名実ともに極道の頂点に立ってみせます。
ああ、超えてみろ。だが、俺も超え続けてきたということを、その体に教えてやる。
Hey, more strip clothes. Wait. Isn't that a koi? Masato Aizawa. Isn't that... That was a sneaky one. I've never seen that one before in a Yakuza game. Oh, nice. Isn't that Nishikiyama's tattoo? Isn't that exactly Nishikiyama's tattoo? With the koi going up to his shoulder. Oh. Okay, yep. Yeah, okay. Oh man, this guy has too many attacks in this compass. Oh, piss off! Look at how much damage that did. That's bullshit. Yeah, when he gets truly fired up, he's going to be a serious pain in the ass. It's like he teleports. That's exactly what happens. At the last minute, he teleports. Which means that your timing is always going to be a little bit off. And also, all these chairs are actually really annoying as well. Oh, piss off! That does so much damage! And that combo's fucking huge as well. Okay. Oh, fuck off! Oh, he didn't stop. Okay. No, not the map. Items. Right. I feel like I'm going to be, going through quite a bit this fight. Look at that! He literally teleports. This bitch literally teleports. He teleports and he turns with you as well. And now is the part where he gets really, really stupid, because now I can't, like, stun him. He's just going to attack through my attacks. I hate these! I hate button mashing! Piss off, game! Piss off! What the hell is this supposed to be? Oh, that! I hated that. I really hated that. I hate button mashing. It hurts so much. Oh. Now my arm is tired. Now my arm is literally tired. And he just dodged underneath those. And I need to do more button mashing in order to... Yeah. Yeah, really not liking this fight. Oh! Damn it, I got too close. I had a good moment there where I was kind of... Oh, I dodged sideways and I went towards him. I kind of have a moment there that I can see where I can actually do quite a bit of damage to him. Well, I can do some free damage to him, I should say. I should make sure to do that as well. The guard slap. Oof. Oh! Off! Okay. More button mashing. Gotta love that. Oof. That one's gotta hurt though. Actually, it didn't do all that much damage. What? What's that wood thing? Oh, if that's not Chekhov's wood thing, I don't know what is. Oh, right! I forgot about that! I forgot about Tiger dropping! Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot about Tiger dropping. Tried to do it there, but his health bar is a little bit insane, to be honest. There you go, there's the Tiger drop. Hey, it's Chekhov's wooden thing that I've never seen before in one hand! Wait, what happened to it? Where'd it go? Oh! I don't know what... How did I even do that? Okay. Ah! Okay. Hang on. Items. Okay, that'll do. I actually meant to. Yeah, I really should have been doing tiger drops from the start, but I completely forgot that they were a thing. Oops. Oh, more button mashing! Oh, okay. That wasn't too bad. There's probably going to be a second one, though, to make up for that one not being too bad. We're going to make it outside to the snow and all the bodies. I feel like that should have been a drop, but okay. That one was, actually. It didn't stop him, but it was. I don't know if it actually did damage, though. It might have. I feel like the button mashes, in order to get off the ground, are actually a little bit easier. Nice. That was pretty good. Ow. There's some stitches loose. Yeah, I knew he needs to go outside. It was too cinematic out there. We couldn't leave it alone. The blood-stained white snow with the bodies scattered around. Oh no, no more bodies. They magically disappeared. Okay. Okay. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I noticed that earlier. I wanted to do it. That's why I waited. I didn't spam the X. I wanted to get up with a heat move. I just keep kicking him. I want to tiger drop him, but... I really need to dodge that one, to be honest. Missed my chance to do the heat move. We're getting through him, though. Now that I've remembered the magic of the tiger drop against bosses, it's actually a lot easier. So this should be the final cutscene. If I can land this, then it should be the end. Yay! Did it teleport back in time, or is this song 20 minutes long? It's one of those two. I don't know which is true or not, but it's one of them. I suppose it's teleporting back in time. It's a bit sad that Kiryu wasn't able to be here in person though. Now we cut away from the cute girls to show you two big burly men, half-naked men. The cowards. They didn't let me actually fight to that song. I would have fought to an extended version of that song, hell yeah. Oh, and who put the chain across the gate, by the way? Was that Kiryu on his way in?
何年経っても構わない。這い上がって、また俺に向かってこい。そん時まで待っててやるぜ。
Yeah, don't just do what a scheming old man tells you to. Yeah, you should probably... By the way, Kiryu was shot. And not in gameplay, in a cutscene. Actually, I have to say, not very many guns in this game outside of cutscenes. Which is a good thing. Where's Shinada? Is Shinada still hanging around, watching the show? He might be. What the hell's wrong with you two? Is she going to quit? She's going to officially retire at her debut? I would not be surprised.
Now, 私がこのステージの上に立てているのは決して自分一人の力ではありません。私を支えてくれた事務所の社長やマネージャー、
hey, Jorge! You made it!
くれた先生方、プリンセスリーグで互いに競い合ったライバルたち、そして何よりもこんな私のことを応援してくれるみんなのおかげです。でもそんなみんなに隠していたことがあります。
Where is this going?
それは私の家族のことです。私はずっと自分の親の顔を知らずに育ちました。親のいない私にとって養護施設で一緒に暮らす子供たちや面倒を見てくれるおじさんは本当の家族以上に大切な存在でした。でもその大好きなみんなから私は離れてしまいました。アイドルとしてデビューするためです。
何やってんだあいつは。警備で指示して止めさせろ。はい。
アイドルって女の子なら誰もが一度は夢に見ますよね。 もちろん私もそうでした。
Wait, sorry. Hold on a second. Very touching and emotional. Does that guy really think it would be a good look for security to just storm the stage and arrest the act? And kick the act out of the building? Excuse me? You would rather security kick your act out of the building than just have the act talk about her family. Okay, sure. Who the fuck are you again, by the way?
でも私にはそれ以上に決して裕福とは言えない現実がありました。私は
Hey, everybody's just hanging around watching the
成
show.
功することで養護施設の経営を助けられると思いました。しかしそれは同時に私をこれまで育ててくれた大事な人との絆を断ち切ることにつながったんです。私を育ててくれたおじさんは昔極道と呼ばれていた人でした。他の人から見たら怖いかもしれないけど、私にとってのおじさんは強くて優しくて頼りがいがあるけど、でもどこかちょっと抜けてて、私はそんなおじさんのことが大好きでした。けど今はもうおじさんのことを家族とは呼んじゃいけないんです。それでも私後悔はしてません。私にこの世界を見せてくれた事務所の社長には言葉にはできないくらいの感謝をしています。毎日が新鮮な驚きに満ちていて、嬉しいこと、楽しいこと、辛いこと、悲しいこと、たくさんありました。これからもそんな生活が続くのかと思うと心がワクワクします。けどファンのみんなや何より自分自身に嘘をついて生きていくことは私にはできません。私の夢はアイドルになること。でももう一つあったんです。大好きな人たちと一緒に幸せに暮らすこと。今日この舞台に立って私にとって何が一番大事なのかやっと分かりました。だからもうこれ以上歌うことはできません。私は桐生一馬の家族です。
Was she escorted out? I think she may have been escorted out. Although, to be fair, if the security guys heard that and said, wait, Kiryu Kazuma? Wait, no, we're not touching her, no. That would have also been funny. Alright, well that's actually really annoying. Because it's over the credits that I'd like to do the rundown. But why did Akiyama get billing over Haruka? Why did both of them get billing over Taiga? What? Alright, well I'll do it anyway, even though it kind of ended on a slight, small, teeny tiny cliffhanger. So, this game has many, many problems. There are also many, many good things about it, though. So let's start with... Which do we start with? I suppose we'll start with the good things. Hey, King of the Bandits! Welcome back! How you been? How you doing? There's a post-credit scene. Yeah, I'd imagine so, yeah. But, I don't know. see, having the last thing before the breakdown just be her running through the halls, just a bit weird, you know. Everybody now, like, I have in my head where's she running to, you know, as a credit and like as a question. So it's like, it's just a bit weird. I'd rather it end at a better place, but we'll talk anyway. So let's start with the good things. All right, let's start with the good things. First start, the combat. The combat's really good. I really liked it. You can very clearly see the progression through Yakuza 1. Well, not really Yakuza 1 and 2 because they were Kiwami. Well, kind of 2. 1 was basically as good as 0. I like how she realized that her dream is to be with people she loves without being a burden. Yeah, well, that's also the thing. We can't really talk about the story. Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. The way that she thinks, the way that she feels. What I don't like though, is that. Oh, but that's going into things that I don't like, because I don't really like the story. But I want to start off positive, you know? I want to start off positive, so I'll come back to that. King. So yeah, the combat, like, Yakuza 1, the Yakuza 1 Kiwami, the combat was basically as good as 0. Not quite, there wasn't as much variety, but it was fine. It was fine, if not good. But then 2 kind of actually went worse than 1 somehow. I don't even know how, but it was just worse than 1. And then 3 was the worst of the series as far as I remember. But you can clearly see from 3 up to 5 that they've just gotten better and better and better. And Yakuza 0 easily has the best combat in the series, 100% without a doubt. So that 0 is the next game in terms of release date. So you can clearly see from 3, 4, 5, 0, it's just every single time they got a little bit better. In specific, there was the things that I really liked about the combat. First of all, those assholes who just like stood at the bottom of stairs and in like doorways holding like a chair, and they wouldn't move. You just have to run up to them and hit them, and then they'd swing the chair and knock you down. Those are gone. Haven't seen a single one of them this entire game. Fantastic. I hate them. That was the stupidest design decision I have ever seen in my entire life. Well, no, that's a bit harsh. I've seen some really stupid design decisions, but the fact that they're gone is definitely an improvement, 100%. The fact that there aren't as many guns in this game. Now, to be honest, I don't remember 0 in this regard. Whether it had too many or not very many guns, I don't remember. But what I will say is that during this entire game, there was I remember one single person having a gun that wasn't in a cutscene. And it was one of the guys in Shinada's place. When Shinada was almost killed by the townsfolk, and then he was busted out by the loan shark guy. There was a guy with a gun there. I managed to take his gun off him and start shooting people. But that's the only one. And that is a very good thing. For 2 reasons. Number 1, it's realistic. In Japan, there aren't very many guns. Like, the Japanese government is very, very anti-gun. So, the fact that they're rare makes sense. But secondly, from a design stance, it's also really good. Because you can give guns weight. Like, we saw that Kiryu got shot in a cutscene with a gun, and then in the last fight, he's still reeling from it. He's like, blood is still coming out of him. He's still hurt. I wish that they'd given the given that shot even more weight by having there be gameplay repercussions. Like, maybe every once in a while Kiryu would, like, self-stun for a half a second and he'd, like, take a step back and go, oh. And then he'd be back into the fight. Something like that, just something small. But the fact that guns have weight in this game... No, because there are few guns in this game, guns can have weight to them. And seeing somebody with a gun is actually a bit shocking. Rather than every single person having a gun or a machine gun, suddenly... guns can be a very serious threat, which is very, very good. What else was there? There was those two. Yeah. Shinada's playstyle versus the police officers in blue from Yakuza 4. Like, Taiga, Akiyama, and Kiryu basically have the same playstyle, but those two are different. And of the two, Shinada's is definitely way better. Shinada is so much more interesting with his focus on weapons and the interesting pro wrestling moves that he does. Like, we only saw it at the very end because I only figured it out at the end. But if he was able to do that during the entire game, and I assume he was, I just suck at him. That would actually been really interesting. And I've always said that in Yakuza games, parries, an entire parry system just doesn't work. It just doesn't work because everybody attacks instantly. So you have to, in order to parry, you have to know that your enemy is about to attack. And if there is no wind-up, like in a Dark Souls game, then you have to basically guess and get lucky. I did manage to do a fair few tiger drops in that final fight, and in other boss fights throughout the game. But that was basically the blue police officer. That was basically his style. That was what set him apart from everybody. What set Shinada apart is weapons. But what set the blue guy apart was parries. And that just doesn't work. It just doesn't. So, I really like Shinada. And also story-wise, Shinada's story is so interesting. He's such an interesting character. And the blue police officer guy, honestly, just not really. The fact that he's like a polylingual and he can talk and he can speak a bunch of languages, that's kind of interesting. And he has some stuff with the Chinese, immigrants, I suppose. People, I don't know. The Chinese people in Kamurocho, that was kind of interesting. But Shinada's just way better. Executive director. This might be the end of the credits. I think it might be. Okay, so where's Haruka going? What? Why am I suddenly getting Persona vibes? Okay. I was expecting I am thou, and thou art I. Thou hast established the adoptive daughter social link. Man. I wonder who's going to find him. Guys, I think Kazuma Kiryu is about to die. I think he's gonna bleed out, bros. What do I do? No, not the Dragon of Dojima. He can't die. That's a trope. That's a trope and a half. I've seen that in many video games. The suddenly looking through the eyes of the very injured person towards somebody running towards him. That is a trope I've seen many times. Get back to where? Honestly, you probably could have just waited at Tojo HQ. Daigo's probably on his way. If he's not on his way, he should be. Oh no! No, the Dragon of Dojima, he can't die! No, Kiryu can't die! No! He's dead! Oh, his nose! Oh, his nose!
おじさん
He's alive! Or she's an actual angel. Which is possible.
しっかりしておじ
夢夢じゃないのか。
違うよ。私はここにいるよ。
If I knew this map better, I'd probably know where that is in Kamurocho. I think it might be near the Finn. I think it might be near the drugstore. Somewhere around there. Could just pop in, get him a stamina royale. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Continues one time. Eh? Playtime 92 hours! You really? You're kidding. 92 hours. How the hell did I manage that? How the times defeated 48 times. What? No, I wasn't. Oh, maybe in like Haruka's thing. Okay. I don't know. I got 2 million yen though. I didn't really need it, but okay. No easy way out. What's that? Clear normal mode without changing difficulty to easy. Okay. Legend difficulty. Newly unlocked post game. Save this clear data. Yes. And we'll go with this one. 24th. Hang on. 24th of the 3rd. Okay. Really? I was on 1? I thought I was on 2 the entire time. Yes, we'll get rid of this one then. Okay. That was a backup save that I did at one point. I do not need it anymore. Presented by Sega. Okay. So let me see here. How do we want to do this? Well, I have time, so we can really dig into this, and I don't need to watch that. I think what I do is probably something like we go to loading, I think. And I'll do that. And then, but I will mute this BGM. Okay, so. Do you know, I should probably have, like, a specific... like, scene for this, for doing the rundown. It might actually be helpful. Alright. So we talked about the combat. And let me see. Let me just make myself just a wee bit bigger. There we go. Just a wee bit bigger. So we talked about the combat. That's good. What else is there to say on the good end of things? Right. Another thing that I really liked about this game was the mini games, was the like careers. You could very easily see the logic in between Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 5. Like I said, Yakuza 0 came out just after Yakuza 5. So you can see in Yakuza 5, they had the taxi driver minigame for Kiryu. They had the idle minigame for Haruka. They had the hunting minigame for Taiga. And they had the baseball minigame for Shinada. And you can see the parallels between those and the idle minigame for Majima. No, not idle, but the hostess minigame for Majima in Zero, and the real estate minigame for Kiryu in Zero. So you can clearly see that they came up with a formula in 5 and were like, oh yeah, that works. That works. That's good. And I agree. Yeah, I really liked all of the minigames, I think. The taxi driver one was good. I mean, it was very arcadey, and once you figured out the strategy of going, there's one boost thing right before the finish line. If you leave that until the last lap, then you can just use that to boost past your opponent no matter what, and so long as they're in that general area, you'll just boost past them and win. But so once you figure that out, it's fairly easy. But it was fun. It was a fun minigame. I'm still kind of salty that I wasn't able to make a pink taxi, but whatever. That's just me, I suppose. The hunting minigame was also good. It was a bit handholdy. There were several occasions, like I only went up onto the mountain in order to do like mountain story missions, hunting story missions. So, but it very often happened that like I would go onto the mountain to do the hunting mission, and then it would just like there would be cutscenes and stuff that would get in the way, or I'd be teleported back to the village, stuff like that, which I didn't necessarily want to have happen. But other than that, like, it was a perfectly good minigame. Perfectly good. Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. The idle minigame, I'll come back to that in a second. The baseball minigame was also good. It was good in a bit of a strange way, though, which is by the time I got to Shinada, I was genuinely getting kind of tired of all of the minigames and stuff. So the fact that it was just so straightforward, so easy, and it was literally just a case of do all of the coaches' training, then do all of the submissions, then do all of the main missions. Boom, you're done. Like that. You get a bunch of money and all that stuff. So the fact that it was very straightforward was kind of relaxing and soothing, and I didn't really have to put too much brain power into it, which honestly I kind of appreciated at that point. For one of the bad reasons, which I'll talk about later, as well. Then there was also the chicken minigame for Shinada. That was also easy, and I'm glad that it was easy, but it was very much a time sink. I think all told, I spent like 4 or 5 hours just doing that, just doing the chicken racing stuff. It wasn't great. It really wasn't great, but whatever, it's fine. It was a way to make money, I suppose. And now Shinada basically has infinite money. You just need to spend, like, if you spend a minute and a half, then you make 4,500 yen. So, spend 10 minutes and you'll have 45,000 yen, roughly. So, yeah, it's pretty good for money making, and it's probably the fastest, easiest way to make money in the game. But yeah, you did need to. It's not. I'm glad that I didn't try and stream it. Let me put it like that. Then there was Haruka. Haruka, kind of a mixed bag, right? Kind of a mixed bag. Haruka, see, I'm strange. Okay? Like, I like when action-y games have more relaxed segments. Because when it comes to anime and stuff, I like relaxed anime. Like, that's my favorite. That's the only genre of anime that I watch, basically, except for the very, very rare, like, I don't know, One Punch Man's or Mob Psychos. Those are very, very rare, and I don't really like them all that much. Even Mob Psycho, which is better than One Punch Man, I don't even. I mean, I could watch it, but meh. So I really like relaxed anime. And in video games, that kind of translates to everybody hated in the Spider-Man in the Spider-Man PlayStation games. In the Spider-Man PS4, PS5 games, everybody hates the Mary Jane segments, and in the first Spider-Man game, they hated the Miles Morales segments because they're just kind of straightforward, more boring, and not as actiony and very stealth focused. I kind of like them. I mean, I would prefer a game that was just Spider-Man all the time. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't hate them. I didn't dislike them, so therefore I kind of like them. You know, in a way, they're an interesting way of getting a different perspective on the world. So with Haruka, I kind of did like her segments, but the difference is that with the Spider-Man games, those segments are pretty short. Each individual segment you could probably beat in about 10 minutes. Haruka's segment, I spent 3 streams just doing Haruka, and then I spent 5 hours or something off stream grinding out all of the idle missions. That's just simply too long. There was just simply too much Haruka in this video game, I'm afraid. I did quite like her segments, but it was just too much, you know? It's like you go to a buffet and you're expected to eat a cake the size of yourself in order to continue the rest of the game. It's like, in order to continue to the rest of the table. It's like, that's too much. It is just simply too much. So, so I did like her stuff, but there was just simply too much going on. And that kind of brings us to the stuff that I didn't like about this game. And this, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. The story of this game was a complete and total cluster. It just was. They came with Yakuza 4. They came up with the idea of, oh, this is Yakuza 4, then let's have 4 protagonists, and they all have different combat abilities, and they all have different aspects of the story, and then they all come together at the end. That's so cool. Yeah. And they did it, and I don't remember very well, but so you can check out my recap of Yakuza 4 if you want to. But for this game, they failed. Okay. If I don't remember if that worked very well, if that formula worked very well in Yakuza 4, I do not remember. But I can tell you now, it did not work in Yakuza 5. It just didn't. For a start, Haruka had basically nothing to do with it, and yet she was just crowbarred in there. Shinada's story as like an individual thing, as an individual entity, was good. Like, I genuinely really liked his story. I liked the background, and I liked what he was trying to do, and I liked the Wicker Man Hot Fuzz type thing that happened at the end. That was really cool. Even though I kind of called it. It was really cool. Like, that's the thing. I liked each individual story, except maybe Akiyama's. Akiyama's story was very... It was basically non-existent. Akiyama's story is basically just Haruka's story, except he can fight. and Haruka's story isn't all that impactful anyway. I still don't really... Yeah. So it was, so they just kind of made these individual stories and just kind of mushed them together, but they didn't really gel very well together. Like they just kind of failed at that. They failed to make it feel cohesive at the end. They made it overcomplicated is the big thing. It, like, they had Helm in the last stream, number 22, I think it is. This is number 23, isn't it? Hang on. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, this is 23. So 22. In that stream, there was basically all of that stream was just monologues and just talking. Very, very little of that stream was actual combat. And that is very much a bad thing. Because they had to do it. They had to have 3 hours of explaining everything that's been happening, because they made it so ludicrously complicated and convoluted that no one would be able to keep track of everything. No one. Like, for example, and some of it just doesn't make sense as well. Like, for example, Majima's letter. Do you remember that in Haruka's story, Park was sent a letter by Majima asking her to meet in Tokyo. And Park wanted to, but wanted Haruka to be the one to go there first to fix all the details. Alright, fair enough. That makes sense. That's fine. Then it turns out that Majima is actually dead. He was in fact dead, and this was actually a plan by their friend, the Omi guy, the Omi Alliance guy, or something. I don't even remember. I just remembered that there was in the last stream, you can check it yourself, Akiyama said, oh no, I think that Majima is dead, but this is just a plan by Park and the other guy, or something like that. And even then, I didn't understand what was going on. Even then, I had no clue. But now it makes no sense whatsoever, because Majima isn't dead. So what the fuck was up with that letter? Was that actually a letter by Majima? Was it written by the Omi guy? I don't know. If it was by the Omi guy, why did he need it back? I don't know. There was just... Hey, She-Man! Welcome back. You came very late to the stream today, buddy. We have finished the game and I'm doing the wrap-up. Sorry I'm late, I was out. No worries, my dude, no worries. And hey, happy birthday! I heard that there's a birthday boy here. Happy birthday, She-Man. I hope you had a fantastic day, my dude. So yeah, most of this story just doesn't make sense. It really just doesn't make any degree of sense. And yeah, I'm really not happy with it. I'm really not. It's an interesting idea, you know? Yakuza 4, you have 4 protagonists. Yakuza 5, you have 5 protagonists. Just doesn't work. It just straight up did not work. Oh well, Pokemon. Thank you. Yeah. Pokemon is next. Spoiler alert, but Pokemon is next. I'm quite looking forward to it. So yeah. So that basically is it. Oh, that's true. What happened to Taiga and what happened to Baba? Oh no, Taiga and Baba are both going back to prison, aren't they? And they're going to be bros in prison or something. Shinada is going back to his prostitute friend, who's going to give him a discount, I suppose. That is still very pathetic and very depressing to me. But okay, sure. Akiyama, we never saw Hana. We never saw Hana-chan this entire game. I think she spoke on the phone to Akiyama at the very, very start. Very, very start of his segment. But we didn't actually... Yeah, we didn't actually see her. Which is very strange. Oh, the fact that Akiyama never got a mini game is also very strange. Given the fact that he's supposed to be the richest of them, and he's the one with the actual business, the money lending business, you'd think that he, of all people, would have a mini game in order to make money. But no, he didn't. He was, in fact, the brokest ass bitch of everybody. Alright, sure, go ahead. Let me see. But that basically covers it. I think that that's basically everything, isn't it? The combat was good, definitely a step up. The story was bad, definitely a step down. It was really confusing, it didn't make sense. The character-wise, the amount of talking. Going back to school next week. So when your next stream, going back to school next week. Oh, were you off for Easter, She-Man? It'll probably be I don't know. By the way, that's something that I should talk about, which is I used to have Wednesday as a day when I couldn't stream. Now, something's actually changed, which is Wednesday is a day that I might stream, but I probably won't. Instead, Sunday. Sunday I will not be streaming. So we've swapped Wednesday to Sunday, and Wednesday I'm probably not going to stream because there's something else going on there that's unrelated, but it is the reason why I had to change. So we will not be streaming on Sunday anymore. So yeah. But to be fair, I usually only stream one day on the weekend. So if I just stream on Saturday every week, that would probably be fine. And basically nothing would change. So yeah, what else? Yeah. It was just Yakuza 5 just feels bloated. It just feels bloated. It feels like a mess. There are definitely upsides to it, but yeah, it's probably, would I say, the weakest? Well, in terms of combat, it's one of the strongest. In terms of story, it's definitely the weakest. Oh, and it took so long. 90 hours! Like, holy crap! 90 hours to beat a Yakuza game. Usually that's a 30 to 40 hour experience. I suppose that's a good part of it. That's a good part of it. If you're not a streamer, then and you wanted to really spend a lot of time with Yakuza, then yeah, okay, sure, that's pretty decent in terms of like money to time value. But in terms of streamer value, damn, I got some Pokemon to play, man. I can't be out here playing games for 90 hours and I got Pokemons, you know? There was something else as well. Oh, bosses. I didn't actually talk about bosses. The bosses were pretty damn good, if I remember rightly. I think that there was one boss that I hated, that I absolutely despised. But I think it was like a boss for... I think it was a boss for Akiyama, was it? No. Maybe. Or was it Shinada? There was one boss that I just felt completely powerless against. And it really pissed me off. But other than that, like... so next stream Monday or Tuesday. Yes, next stream will be Monday or Tuesday. The one where we learned that she had the powers of fire extinguisher. No, that was fine. That was fine. It was a bit... It took me a second to get the rhythm right for that fight. But it was fine. I don't remember who it was, to be perfectly honest. I think it may have been Shinada's. I really think it might have been Shinada. But I don't remember what it was. It sucks, but... yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, so other than that, the bosses were fine. The bosses were genuinely fine. That was probably one of the worst things. No, that was one of the things that I remembered. No. How do I put this? Culture shock is probably the best way to put it. In Yakuza 0, the bosses were really good. They let you hit them, and you were able to get your hits in, and you were able to do damage, but their health bars were very, very big. So it felt impactful. It felt like you were actually doing it. You were fighting them. You were beating them. But it still took ages because the health bar was big. That's the way that it should be in a game like this. You should feel like you have a fighting chance, versus their health bar is huge, or their health bar is tiny, but you can't get a hit in. That is frustrating. That is very, very frustrating. So it's actually, now that I think about it, that's Dark Souls logic as well. The health bars are absolutely huge, but the fact that you're able to hit them and do your damage to them, it makes it feel good. But that's beside the point. Surprise! Dark Souls has good combat. Who'd have thought? But yeah, that's one of the Yakuza 0, the bosses were very, very good, if I remember rightly. Except for the assassin guy. I remember him being an asshole. But besides him, everybody was good in terms of boss fights. But going from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, I remember in 1, 2, and 3, especially 3, the bosses were terrible. The bosses were absolutely awful. They were super frustrating to fight. It felt like you could never put down your damage. They were always one step ahead of you, and it just felt like you were fighting 5 of them at once. They felt terrible. But this game, you can definitely see that the bosses are good. The bosses are very good. They definitely learned lessons. The last boss in this game, he felt insurmountable before I remembered Tiger Drop. He felt really frustrating. But, well, no, even before then, to be honest. Even before I remember that Tiger Drop was a thing. I found a moment in when he first starts a combo, he does a punch. I realized that I can get in under his guard and punch him after doing that. Or then I realized that, hey, I could just kick him. And then I just ended up doing that. And then I accidentally Tiger Dropped. Which is why I remembered, oh shit. So there, even without Tiger Drop, there was a moment when I could get in under his guard and start doing damage to him. A little bit. So even without Tiger Drop, he would have been a good fight, but he would have been tricky. Alright? Tricky is a good way of putting it. But that's fine. That's fine because he's the last boss. So if the last boss isn't tricky to deal with, then something may have gone a little bit wrong. So, yeah, bosses are fine in this game. Bosses are genuinely fine. Yeah. I think that about does it, though. I think that's pretty much everything. There is one thing that I do want to point out, though. So this Yakuza 5 apparently took 90 hours for me to beat. Let me just put that into a small amount of perspective, okay? Yakuza 5, this is the 23rd stream I've done of Yakuza 5. Yakuza 4 took 11. Yakuza 3 took 9. Yakuza 2 took 15. Okay, we're getting up there a bit though. But then Yakuza 1 took 10. And finally, the second place was Yakuza 0 with 18. It took 5 more streams for me to beat Yakuza 5 than it did Yakuza 0. That's kind of insane. That's genuinely kind of insane. That... Oh, fuck me. Fuck me sideways. My last stream that wasn't Yakuza 5 was Pal World. And I streamed it on December 31st, 2024. I've been playing Yakuza 5 for 4 months. Somebody help me. And these aren't short streams either. They're all like 3 hours to 4 hours. 3 hours to, like, usually more than 4 hours. That's actually insane. That's genuinely insane. This game was way too long. way too long. But again, I suppose that just shows value for money, huh? Yeah. So that means I streamed 23 times in 4 months. So that's 5 or 6 streams a month? 6 streams a month? Almost. That's pretty bad, to be honest. If you think that there's 4 weeks, then that means I basically streamed once a week. Huh. I should probably stream more. Anyway, well, to be fair, it's also difficult to do these streams because I need to change my voice and stuff. So, it is kind of difficult to do that, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I should talk about the ending and stuff. But I just see, this is the problem with this story being so complicated. It's just, where do you start? What's the point of it all? Here's a question for you, right? Here is a genuine question for anybody who can answer it. Put your comments down below. I want to know the answer to this question, okay? And the question is this. Where was Goro Majima? Where was he? What happened to him? He was presumed dead the entire game. And then at the last minute, he just pops up in the Millennium Tower. Where was he? What happened to him? I don't know. I do not know. I don't have a clue. He could have been on Mars for all I know. Like, if one of the most notable characters in the entire franchise is just completely gone for an entire game, and you have no explanation for where he is or what he was doing, boy, have you gotten something wrong there. Haruka choosing to go back to her normal life, which King talked about. I mean, it's a nice idea, but it is also a waste of talent. She has the talent. She has the training. She got her big debut. She achieved her goal, and she achieved Park's dream. So there's no loose ends to tie up for her. But it's also a waste. It is. What would have been nice, what would have genuinely been nice, is if the crowd started cheering for her. If the crowd started cheering and saying Haruka, Haruka, or something like that, after she said Kiryu's name and the fact and the stuff about the Yakuza, to show that, like, just because you were a Yakuza, just because you're associated with the Yakuza doesn't mean that you should be judged. You should be able to move on from that. You should be able to live a life and live a good life, even though. That would have been very interesting, very progressive. But because it's a Japanese game, it was probably never going to happen. For most Japanese people, the Yakuza name is Mud. So it's not really a surprise. Yeah. So I think that it wasn't a bad decision on her part, and it does make sense for her character, but it is, I don't know. Did she really need to leave? You know, That's the question. I know that she is going to be in Yakuza 6. I know that she's going to be a fairly main character in Yakuza 6 because I've seen the box art, and it's a black and white picture of Haruka holding a baby in front of Kiryu's back. So I know that Haruka is going to be a major part of it. But the question is then, did she need to leave her job as an idol in order to be in that game? Probably not. That, honestly, her being an idol and her being accepted by the crowd and her juggling those two lives could have been very interesting. But they didn't want to do that route, so here we are. Yeah. Shinada's ending is so sad, though. Seriously, the only thing that he has to look forward to is his favorite prostitute giving me a discount. That's just depressing. That's genuinely just depressing. 90 minutes for 3,000 yen. Wow. What a deal. I'd be depressed as fuck if that was the brightest part of my day. Unless it's a code or something and I'm missing it. It could be a code. It's I'm ready to go now. We can be together or something. But I don't think it is. I think it is genuinely exactly what it says on the tin. And that's just sad. Yeah. Anyway, now time to look towards the future. So, as previously mentioned, Pokemon X Nuzlocke. That is the next thing that we've got in store, and it's going to be a very, very special Nuzlocke, and I very much hope to see you there. After that, we will be going on to Yakuza 6, which will put us after the release of Yakuza 0. The way the Yakuza worked is that it released 5, then it released 0, and then it released 6. So, yeah, we'll finally be more... During this entire thing, I've tried to document the progression of the Yakuza series from starting with 0 as a starting point, as basically the pinnacle of Yakuza as I know it. I'm just trying to gauge where in terms of quality the franchise was from 1 to 5 in relation to how good 0 is. I've been trying to do that, but now we're going to be going into unfamiliar territory. I will still be judging it based on 0 because I have heard from a fairly reliable source, aka K-Son, who is a bigger Yakuza fan than I will ever be. I've heard that Yakuza 0 is the best Yakuza game in the franchise. But I heard that before 8 came out. Yeah, I heard that before 8, which is the one that she was in. So I don't know. Maybe she'd probably say that 8 was the best in the franchise now. I don't know. Or I shouldn't say 8. I should say Infinite Wealth, shouldn't I? Even though it is 8. So yeah, we have that coming down the line. So it's going to be Pokemon X Nuzlocke. And very special Nuzlocke, and then Yakuza 6. Okay, and I also need to figure out where to put Like a Dragon Ishin, which is basically Yakuza, literally Yakuza, the cast of Yakuza, Kiryu, Majima, all them, but in samurai Japan times. And I also need to figure out where to put Judgment. Judgment is made by the Like a Dragon, the Ryoga Gotoku Studios, but it doesn't star Kiryu. But I think it is in the Yakuza universe. So I need to figure out where to put that in as well, but I'm pretty sure that all of that would come after 6 anyway. And then we need to do Pirates. After 8, we need to do Pirates. I'm actually really looking forward to that. That's gotten great reviews. I'm genuinely seriously looking forward to that. But anyway, thanks very much for coming along, everybody. I really hope you had fun. I hope you had a blast, and I do hope to see you again. I am on you. Oh, I should probably say, She-Man, thank you for being here, my friend. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun. King of the Bandits, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it, my guy. And Jody, thank you for being here as well. Very much appreciated, all of you, and everybody else who watched this huge game at any point. I'm very glad to have you, and I hope you had fun. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Twitch, so remember to like, subscribe, comment, favorite, ring the bell, and follow. I also have a Discord. You can find the link to that in the description, as well as a link to my Twitter, which I've given up on using again because I don't see the point. Literally, the only people who have followed me on Twitter are artists who want to sell me their works, so I don't see the point of using it. So yeah, I will see you soon with some Pokemons. Until then, everybody, have a good one. Bye!